Did you plant tomatillos this year and now you have so many tomatillos? I'm going to show you a quick and easy recipe that'll get rid of a few of them. This year we planted tomatillos for the first time. And now we're getting so many tomatillos that we're running out of things to do with them. We've made salsa verde several times and it's one of our new favorites. I found a recipe online that I have heavily modified that uses tomatillos, a leek, and some shredded chicken. It's really delicious and it's a great summertime soup. A lot of times soups are a fall, winter thing because they're savory. This one's nice and fresh and it just says summertime. Let's get into how we start. The first thing we're going to do is get the broiler going on the oven. Easy. We're going to get a baking sheet, and on the baking sheet we're going to put 4 tomatillos, medium-sized tomatillos. Ours are kind of small, but we're going to go with 5 just for good measure. And we're going to take these over to the sink. We're going to remove the husk and wash off the sticky residue and return them back to the roasting pan. Here's our tomatillos fresh from getting rinsed and on our roasting sheet. These are 5, I would say, medium to small tomatillos. We're going to add 1 jalapeno, removing the stem, cutting in half long ways. Then I like to take a spoon and just scoop out the seeds and most of the membrane. We're going to put it on the sheet here too. Easy. Got 2 cloves of garlic. We're going to give those a little smash. Put those on pan also. I have a few 4 or 5 scapes that I have trimmed up that were left over and in the fridge. We're going to throw those on the sheet here too. We're going to take some olive oil and just give it a drizzle over everything. That is all of my olive oil. Okay, so there we have step 1. Getting all of our vegetables on the roasting pan, coated in a little bit of olive oil, and now we're going to take it over and put it under the broiler. And while that's under the broiler, we're going to go ahead and work on the leek. I've got about 2 tablespoons of butter here in my pan. We're going to get that melting, and then we're going to start breaking down our leek. We're going to start by cutting off the root end. We're going to remove, we're only going to use the white part. So we'll come up just below the leaves and we'll remove the greens. From here, we're going to split it long ways. And then start slicing thinly the half moons. And then when they start turning really green, and we feel like we've had enough, they're shooting everywhere. We'll go ahead and do the rest of these. There we go. So we've got our leeks sliced here now. And we're going to move over to the stove. I'm going to move our butter around. And then add our leeks to the pan. This is over medium flame, and we're just going to start sweating these down until they start to become a little bit transparent. So with the leeks sweating down in the skillet, we're going to move on to the next steps, and that's 4 cups of chicken stock, a teaspoon of cumin. I'm going to add it straight here to the chicken stock. It's all going to the same place. And whenever the leeks are ready, we're going to add this and bring it to a low simmer. Let's take a look in on the tomatillos. Starting to sizzle, but what we're waiting for is for them to get nice and blistered, starting to brown a little bit. Okay, our leeks are right where I like to see them. They're soft, starting to get a little translucent. So let's add our chicken stock and cumin. We're going to turn our heat up and bring this to a low simmer. Let's take a look in on the tomatillo crew. They're looking good. We're going to give them a turn. Starting to look really nice. The jalapenos are starting to soften up. The scapes are starting to crispen. The scapes might come out a little sooner than the tomatillos and the jalapeno, but we're going to keep an eye on it. Whenever we remove them, we're going to move everything to our blender. Let's give this a little bit of a stir. I'm going to go ahead and put in a couple of cranks of black pepper and a pinch of salt. Maybe a little bit more. Chicken stock has got salt in it, so be easy there. Looking really, really nice. The waiting game. Let's take a look in on our tomatillos again. It's smelling great, but the jalapenos, the garlic, and the scapes have all reached where they're perfect. We're going to give the tomatillos a little bit more time. We'll move them into the middle of the tray. Starting to get nice and soft, but we want that blistering. I think just a couple of more minutes. Our leeks are coming to a nice simmer. I think they're perfect. There they are. They've got that nice blistering. Let's go ahead and transfer them to the blender. 2, 3, 4, 5, and nice and soft. Now we have a lot of beautiful juices here in our pan. We're certainly not going to waste any of those. Into the blender they go. It's nice roasty flavors, the olive oil, everything coming together. No way we're wasting that. Okay, I'm going to squeeze in 1/4 of a lime. Just for that extra pizzazz and zing. Put it in our food processor. Give it a quick blitz. Oh, all those smells together? Wonderful. So now we're going to ladle in a little of a time of our stock and leek. I'm going to do it over the sink because I am notorious for making messes. Mess averted. Everything is now in the blender. Giving a quick few pulses just to incorporate everything together. Well, fabulous. I'm going to pour it into our serving bowl here. Look at how great that is. All right, look how great. All right, got a couple serving bowls here. Get out our Nessie label. Let's see if it'll stand up. It has feet, I promise. Nope, Nessie ain't having it. So we'll ladle a goodly portion. Okay, so we've got our soup portion, we've got our shredded chicken here. We're going to move a portion of chicken. This is just shredded chicken breast right to the middle. We're going to top it off with a little sour cream. And maybe we can get fancy here and put a little cocktail garnish on the side. I don't know, that's just for fun. There you have it. Tomatillo chicken soup. Great for the summer and a great way to get rid of a bountiful harvest of tomatillos. If you like this recipe, click that like button. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. If you try it and you've got a comment, please leave it below. Until next time, keep on working toward a better Terra, one savory bowl of soup at a time.